There are new bus priority lanes on Mount Auburn Street and Belmont Streets in both Cambridge and Watertown. Here's what you need to know when you're driving and biking in those areas. If you see a red lane, don't drive your car in it. Red lanes are for buses, shuttles, emergency vehicles, and bicycles only. You may only drive your car in red lanes when making a right turn or when parallel parking. The lanes become dashed to show you where to enter for your right turn. And if you need to park, enter near the empty spot and use the red lane to parallel park. Always, always yield to buses and bikes when entering the red lane. You are allowed to travel in red lanes on your bicycle. Travel at the speed comfortable for you. With these changes, Mount Auburn Street will be safer and flow better for everyone. For more information, visit the Mount Auburn Street Bus Priority Pilot website.
Live and direct, my name is Michael Monasteem. I'm the Executive Director of the Central Square Business Association, and you are here in Central Square at the Central Fleet. This is our first time out. The CSBA partnered with New England Open Markets, and together we wanted to create something that was very authentic, that celebrated Central Square's cultural district designation, and I think we were successful. You're going to check out some footage. You're going to see what we did today, but we had over 150 vendors, 10 food trucks, people from all around the region, and especially our Canterbridgean and Central Square folks who came out today for a great free community event.
A lot of people have said that Cambridge really needs a good flea market, so I'm really pleased that so many people are here.
Today we're at the Central Market. This is our first market of the summer.
Thrilled to be here in Cambridge. We have old-fashioned baked goods, stuff that your grandmother would have made and we love to eat, and we're thrilled to be here.
It's so great to be out here in such a diverse community because that's what we started this fitness company based on. We were bringing diversity and inclusion into the fitness space, and being in such a vibrant city like Cambridge, it just really, really reinforces our mission. So it's been amazing.
What? Get in Cambridge! It is 8 o'clock, well 5 minutes till. And yeah, as usual, my guest is John Mattown and
Kirk Windsor.
Cook Windsor. Okay, that's good enough. And we are here broadcasting once again live from CCTV in lovely Cambridge, Massachusetts, in between the campuses of MIT and Harvard. We are trying to come up with something controversial. So, what about The Little Mermaid?
How there's like a black woman in it now?
Yeah, really, like the whole internet's upset about like the internet being
Dude,
like.
I've heard this story like a million times before. Like, I'm just sick of it. Like the internet is. I'm done. Like I don't even want to. I don't feel like talking about it anymore.
Wait, are you saying that Ursula is a black woman, or that there's a new black woman and a new Little Mermaid?
I'm saying that like the Little Mermaid's gonna be live action, and they picked an African American lady to be the Little Mermaid, and a lot of people are upset about it. Okay. I tried to.
Oh, she is the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And she's ginger.
And I don't know.
Does she have a real fishtail? That's really all that matters.
Is ginger a plot point?
I don't know.
Ariel?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I try to like post something about it on Facebook, but anytime you talk about race, you come out as everybody tries to attack you as being a racist.
Yeah.
I am not a racist. I don't really care what anybody's skin color is.
I think the bigger issue is why is Disney doing all these live action remakes?
Well, they're trying to generate money. I mean, Walt Disney Company in general is discriminatory. I'm going to give you an example. There was a woman I dated when I went to Middle Tennessee State in Murfreesboro. And she tried to become Minnie Mouse when we both lived near Disneyland.
Did you think he said many mouths?
Yeah.
No. I thought he said
alright,
Minnie
go on.
Mouse.
Okay.
She tried to be Minnie Mouse, and she was 5'4".
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse has to be 6'2", and so they wouldn't let her be Minnie Mouse.
Why does she have to be? Oh, because all
How
those
many
people are
mouths
supposed to be
did
really
she
tall.
What?
Did she have more than one mouse? Did she have multiple mouths? Did she have many mouths?
Was
She
she
had
Minnie Mouse?
She had one mouth.
Was she a Venus flytrap?
No, she was not.
Hashtag many mouths.
Well, anyway, all the people are upset about it, or still going on about the internet.
Wait, she was too tall.
No, she was too
No,
short.
She was too short.
What?
Because she was
So,
5'4".
but why does she have to be
Wait,
6'2"?
Because
Wait.
Disney said that there's like she had to be 6'2" to be Minnie Mouse.
Oh, really? For
Why?
the mascot uniform?
Yeah,
they
exactly.
picked tall
Mascot.
people for the
Yeah,
mascot
exactly.
uniform?
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
maybe because it makes
that-
you like larger than life.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
Disney's
and
got
'cause
such
they-
a weird. I
And
waitressed
also,
at a
like-
place once, Papagayo, on Summer Street in the Fort Point area, and they showed us the Disney, the Disney. If you work at Disney
You got-
World as one of those mascots, like that goes under the ground. How whenever you come up above ground from the manhole, you are in character. You become
Exactly,
like
yeah.
literally all their costume, like where they eat, everything is underground. Disney World, it's all underground. And like
I
the
believe
dude like
that.
showed this to us. I'm like. This although our shit was underground actually at Papagayo, like our changing, like our whole area was underground. But like it's like you're not fucking Walt Disney, dude.
Yeah.
Like you just like bought into a franchise. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, see here, the thing is, to me, like they're just trying to stir up controversy. In general, the guy who founded Walt Disney, actual Walt Disney, he was pretty strict and he was anti-Semitic. You know what anti-Semitic
I knew
is?
you were
Yeah.
gonna say that.
No, him and Henry Ford was really anti-Semitic.
Wow.
It's also often believed that they influenced Hitler through their writings.
Wow.
I've
That's
honestly
crazy.
heard that through a lot of historians that like as they was like gaining traction here in America as being these CEOs of these major companies, that they wrote a lot of anti-Semitic stuff, and it got passed to Germany, and there was this homeless kid named Hitler who happened to read it.
Homeless?
Yeah, Hitler was homeless at
He
one
was
time.
homeless?
I
Yeah.
didn't know
Did
that.
you read that in Mein Kampf?
I have not read Mein Kampf, but I've heard it through like the History Channel. I've read it in various
When was
historical-
he homeless?
He was homeless when it was like in his late teens before he joined the German army.
For World War One.
Do
Yeah.
you find
Huh.
that? Do you feel that Hitler's similar to Tyrone, just Jam Joe's in some ways? Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to back up the guy's statement about what's the guy? Hitler.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Henry Ford, he wrote a book called The Eternal Jew.
Wow, really?
Which was very popular in the Hitler regime.
I can believe it.
He was homeless, he was selling artwork.
Yes, Hitler was a struggling art student in Germany.
Yeah.
And it's often believed that the Jewish population of Germany actually helped Hitler out by like giving him food and shelter and stuff. Hello?
Any of you hearing anything about Hugo Boss?
By who?
Hugo Boss.
I know who Hugo is. Please remind me.
Hugo Boss.
I've heard some things about him. Can you please refresh my memory?
Yeah. Hugo Boss, he has clothing and colognes and stuff.
Shoes.
Oh yeah, and shoes, right?
Yeah, he was the manufacturer of the brown shirts for the Nazis.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Think about that next time you're stocking up on your Hugo Boss.
Yeah, just something to think about.
Oh, I definitely will. Thank you. Yeah. Did you know that Henry Ford possibly influenced Hitler? And
Oh, he definitely influenced him.
How do you think he influenced him?
What's that?
How do you think he influenced Hitler?
Well, he wrote the book that he wrote.
Eternal Jew?
Well, maybe it was less of an influence and more of a reinforcement, because Hitler already had the views that he had. But when you have a major industrialist like Henry Ford, who obviously had, the automobile, etc., this is someone that he looked up to.
oh yeah. Well, see here, I'm like half Austrian German myself, and a lot of Germans actually believed that America would have joined them in World War II, which didn't happen.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh,
But keep in mind too, Hitler's he had relatives that were allegedly Jewish.
Well, what do you think about, where do you think that Hitler's, anti-Semitism? Because I think, as an artist, I always look at, the story of Hitler and I think, if only he had been able to be a successful artist, It's like the whole thing could have been different. But having, the intensity to be a really great artist and feel scorned to, whatever level where it's I'm gonna use that capability or whatever for.
Hitler was relatively talentless. If you looked at any of his work, his work had no people in it. All he would do is draw buildings, landscape. None of his artwork had people in it. And that was his downfall. That was why he was not accepted into the art schools that he tried to get into. And that's what pissed him off. And he blamed that on Jews also.
oh, okay, yeah.
Why do you think he blamed that on Jews though?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question.
Do you think he kind of used
An
them?
original individual will blame an ant for anything.
Yeah. Do you think he kind of used them as a scapegoat in a way, just the way somebody can use an ant as a scapegoat?
Do you mean an aunt like your Aunt Karen or like an aunt
Because
like
when you look at the end of the First World War, he blamed a number of people as opposed to the actual German government and the army. If they were that good, why didn't they win?
Well, I mean, I've heard various theories why the German army didn't win World War II. It was because that there was too much complexity going on with the German army, and the fact that they didn't want to overstep Hitler. There was several high-ranking German army officers that tried to assassinate Hitler. Did you know that?
I would not be surprised. Outside the one by Klaus Stauffenberg in
Yes.
1944?
Yes, exactly. And Rommel, who was the leader of the African theater for Germany, he was also.
Wait, what do you say? What is African theater in quotation marks, as I just witnessed?
A quotation marks?
The Joe show. Yeah, what's African theater?
The African theater is like a part of the war.
The Africa Corps.
Yeah, the Africa Corps. My bad. Yeah. Because they was trying to take over the world because they thought that Germany, they thought that they should control everything. And
wait, but who was there? They were the Africa Corps?
Rommel committed suicide. He was forced to commit suicide because he was actually associated with a number of the people that were connected with the attempt on Hitler's life. They came to his house and they offered him a choice. Either you take this poison or we will do something else. He chose the poison, but they gave him a state funeral to make it look like he died a natural death.
Of course. That's some of the things that went on during Germany during World War II. I mean, it's like the Japanese, culture of being a samurai. You know, you have a choice of being killed by the state or taking your own life. You know.
Oh yeah, well, it's more honorable to kill yourself than to be captured by your enemy.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I've been to Germany. I was backpacking a few years ago. Like I said, I'm half Austro-German, and I kind of understand the fact that they felt they needed to protect the fatherland. At the same time, a lot of people did not agree with the Nazis, the Nazi Party. It turned out to be a good thing not to agree with them because they had such. It was just horrible what they was trying to do.
Well, when you take in consideration when the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, a lot of diplomats could see it coming anyway.
Oh yeah. You mean talking about how they taxed Germany for World War One?
Oh yeah, and well, there's that and a number of other things. The limitations on their armed forces and all kinds of things that had to happen, and I'm sure it didn't make the German people feel any better about it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you.
The stock market fall didn't help them either.
Oh yeah. Well, if you go past World War One and you go to like the Austro-Franco War, I don't know if you ever heard about that. It's where Germany actually they actually united as a country. They unified, and they defeated Napoleon III, and they actually became a country. And as they was going on, Otto von Bismarck, who was the chancellor of Germany, he stepped down because he got voted out. And then you had who was it? It was Wilhelm II, who was.
I'm doing the step down in the back for the deaf.
Is that what it is? And
I'm Autobahn.
yeah, they felt
Autobahn Dix. Am I right? That's a little.
And they felt like
There's a joke for the artist in the history.
There was just a lot of explosion going on there as far as Europe was going. I mean, Europe's been to war longer than America has. A lot of people say America has been at war for like 200 years, but there's been a lot of wars in Europe. I mean, you got Charles V of Switzerland who attacked Germany before Germany was even a country. And if you study it, it's very fascinating. I've been studying.
We don't know if there were wars that were over here because you're talking about 200 years. I'm assuming you're talking about when settlers came over here, but we don't know about the wars that occurred between inter-Native American groups.
Oh yeah, definitely. There was.
We did.
What you're talking about is the phenomenon of mankind. Mankind has been at war since been here.
I know Pocahontas had a war in her vagina. Am I right? John Smith, Kokomo.
Well,
that
actually,
was a tough decision. I seen it.
Well, actually, John Smith was
How many people were fighting to get in there?
Oh,
well, anyway, I mean, I agree with you about the fact that we don't know about the wars that was going on with the Native Americans. But if you're talking about like the start of the, do you know about the do you know about the start of the 7 Years War? That was the French and Indian War, and it turned out that I'm having a.
I'm a Native American.
I'm sorry, man. I'm distracted by the pretty lady.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, is she not?
Wars with other ones. Native Americans that you killed. John Smith, I'm just a product of you.
Well, anyway, do you know what the 7 Years War is?
I'm not that familiar with it.
So the 7 Years War is also known to us Americans as the French and Indian War, and to us we can measure that by like how many wars that our country's been in. I mean, and British and Britain and France.
That I am familiar with. I didn't know that's called that, but I am familiar with the French-Indian War.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. That's what.
I'm sure it was very easy for the French and the Indians to shoot at the British. Like,
Well, the British also had treaties with some of the tribes here in North America. Wasn't just the French and the Indians, but the United Kingdom also had treaties with certain Native American tribes like the Mohicans. So I don't know if I'm pretty sure it was the Mohicans to attack the French. But
didn't they hire Germans, which were known as the Hessians at the time?
oh yeah, at the time, Germans was professional military or kind of mercenaries.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of looked up in my family history, and I had a distant relative that was like a third cousin or something that was a hired mercenary or that was German heritage. But I mean, they was professional soldiers.
All right. Well, you guys take it easy. I gotta run. Maybe I'll catch you guys next week.
Oh yes, sir. You do the same. Thank you.
Thanks
I
for
have a
calling in.
question.
So Pocahontas, huh?
I have a question.
Yes, I may have.
What's the difference between the motherland and the fatherland?
Well, hey, hello. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Hello.
Do you know you have Charlie's Angel there? Do you know
Oh.
you have Charlie's Angel there?
Miss Barbara, is that you? You mean if we did a little... Jonathan, come with me.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what my Barbara wants.
Isn't she pretty?
She's gorgeous.
Isn't...
Say her.
You would date me?
And you know what? You two guys, if they offered me $1 million to say which one was the cutest one,
What?
I would lose $1 million.
Oh, no! No, Barbara, you could use that $1 million! You could use that!
You think that's funny and I need a car?
And that's what, Barbara, I have $1 million actually in a trust fund, and it's like it's gotta be. The thing is, it's gotta be somebody that they have to pick between two people. An attractiveness thing. I have this, and I can't use it myself. It has to be someone that answers a question like this. So if you answer it, I can give you access to this $1 million.
What's it gonna be?
You have to pick.
What do I pick?
I mean, you pick between these two. I mean, maybe all three of us. Uh-oh, you guys better come up with $1 million.
I can't get you're so cute.
But you'll get $1 million if you just choose one.
I can't. I'm gonna lose $1 million.
But you need a car, Barbara.
I know, but I can't do it because they're both so cute.
Thank you, Barbara.
What are we gonna do about this?
And you're so pretty.
Well,
And
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
just...
listen to you some more.
Well, you know what? Do you want us to all sing a song together for you?
What are we gonna sing?
Barbara will tell us. What song do you want us to sing? Okay, what do you want us to sing? We're gonna sing anything you want.
Oh, I don't know which one. You pick one for me.
No, you pick one, Barbara. Anything, whatever comes to your head, we'll figure it out.
I don't know what song. I don't really know what song.
Any song that comes to your head. And have you seen Jonathan on the street?
A, B, C, D,
E, F, G,
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Tell me what could be. You're all adorable.
Okay, that can't be your favorite song, Barbara.
I like Frankie Lane.
Frankie Lane? You mean Frankie
I
Frankie
go way
Valley?
back. Yeah. I go way back. Frankie Lane.
Frankie Lane? Frankie Lane, Barbara. I mean, I go way back. Okay, I mean, I'm about to look this up, but I ain't never heard of no Frankie Lane. What's a song that Frankie Lane sings?
I forget.
Are you sure it's not Frankie Valley? Oh no, Frankie Lane. Okay.
He's an actual singer.
Hey,
No, I
hey.
like Frankie Valley. What's your favorite song?
I mean, I have so many.
Yeah. Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
What's yours?
Thunderstruck, AC/DC.
Okay, we're gonna do you know what? I'm gonna learn Frankie Lane and do something for you on my next show next week. But we're gonna do something that Joe knows on the Joe show.
Oh,
so we're gonna
right,
wait, hold on. We gotta do the karaoke version.
We got
We have 17 seconds.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Barbara, it's so good to hear from you.
It's time to go home. And what's that?
We've got to go, Bomber.
We're going off the air.
Yeah, we've got two.